My name is Erica, and I'm a recovering productivity boss babe. What I mean by that is that I am learning how to move into a space that I want to call intuitive productivity, which is giving myself the space and permission to do what feels good, setting goals for myself, but also having much more flexibility, right? Not cycling through guilt if I'm not sticking to a very strict morning routine or workout routine or night routine, allowing for me to be human and have varying feelings, varying needs, so that ultimately I can work towards balance and not just a checkoff list. Hello, my name is Erica. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. On this channel, we talk about self-love, productivity, and habit building. And in today's video, I am going to do an October reset, which begins with a September reflection and moves into some goals that I have set for myself in October. The goal of this video is to hopefully inspire you to, first of all, be kind to yourself, right? We have many things that we want to accomplish, but there is no rush. Sometimes when we set a goal for ourselves, we barrel into it. For example is, I'm going to cut out all dairy and meat from my diet. That's it. Starting today, I'm not doing it anymore. And then we recognize how difficult that can be, and oftentimes we will quit. And then we'll feel like a failure, and all of those feelings of guilt and shame come together and kind of consume us. So something that I've been learning to do is to take things one step at a time. And that's not easy for someone like me who tends to put a lot of pressure on myself. I put so much pressure on myself to be perfect, to do all the things that I dream of doing, and not only to do them, but to do them right now. I am working very actively and very intentionally to deprogram myself, to unlearn those ways, to grow in my awareness, like when I am doing it, and then to kind of lean into that part of me. So I kind of take notice, I grow an awareness of that pressure that I'm putting on myself, and I actually will sit and journal and say something like, I recognize this part of myself that is seeking external validation, that feels the pressure or the judgment of other people, which is really a projection of my own judgment on myself. And I'm going to lean into this person, this part of me, and I'm going to love her. I'm going to embrace her. I'm going to sit with her. And I tell you, it has helped so much. Being able to just accept all parts of myself, all parts that are sticky, I quote unquote fall short, loving those parts of myself, giving myself grace and unconditional love and acceptance has changed or is changing everything for me. I know there's tons of videos, tons of morning routine videos, tons of reset videos and goal setting videos. And sometimes we can put pressure on ourselves because we see other people doing these things and we want to emulate what they're doing. But just recognize that everyone has their own battles. Everyone struggles in different ways. And what we present on social media is our best version. Use this as an opportunity, but don't do the comparison game. Let's start with our September goals and see what I've done, what I've accomplished. So I have my little notebook here. And so I have my September goals, and I've already written out my October goals. And I like to put little boxes. And so if I've completed it, I'll check it off. If I've half completed it, maybe I'll move over to October, or maybe it just is not something that I'm interested in doing anymore, which is fine too. We all change, right? So leave space for that. So some of my September goals was to work out 4 times a week, which I have been able to implement. In August, we went away And it's really hard for me when I go away to get back into a routine. I have definitely moved into working out the 4 times a week. And I do it in the morning before I get ready for work, and it's worked out really well. So I'm gonna check this one off. Start a scrapbook. That was something which was unexpected to me. I didn't know that I wanted a scrapbook, but I sure enough did. And I got a scrapbook and I started the scrapbook. So yay, get back into a sleep routine. Yeah, my sleeping pattern was all over the place and I was able to accomplish that. So I'm back on a 5 o'clock, 5:30 a.m. wake up, and that's been working out really well. So I did that, cook more meals and meal planning. So I will say towards the end of September, I definitely started to do more cooking at home and go grocery shopping and make delicious meals. So I've been starting to do that, and actually I meal planned last week and it is such a game changer. It's hard to do, but the ease of my week, it just changed. Lean into procrastination. Yeah, I definitely have. And I made a video 2 weeks ago about how I am actively working towards these self-sabotaging habits. It is never going to be complete. It's a practice, okay? You're never going to be cured of these self-sabotaging habits. You can easily slip back into old routines and old patterns, but the point is to grow in your awareness of them and enact change where you can. So I'm going to give myself a full check for that. I also have a section for work goals and my spiritual goals. You know, I started a new job at the end of June, so I have been there now for 3 months, and I had a lot of things that I wanted to do. And one of the things that I do is I try to envision, like, have a 0 to 3 month plan, and then start to work out a 3 to 6 month plan, a 6 to 9, a 9 to 12. So I had like small things that I wanted to do, which was to start my day, planning my day. So I have a high performance planner, which I'll link below. I talked about in another video. So every morning when I go into work, I kind of open that book up before I even look at any email or return any messages. I'm going into my performance planner notebook and I'm planning my day. Like, what are my objectives? What are my priorities? You know, what is my intention for today? What are areas that I need to lean into? And that's been really helpful because it keeps me on schedule. Like, I can clearly see what my day is going to look like. And even if I deviate a little bit from it, on a whole, I'm headed towards achieving the goals that I've set out for myself. Another thing that I wanted to do was decorate my office. So I have a cute little office. So I just wanted to bring in some family photos and also some plants and wall like decor. And I've been able to do that. I love my office. It's so beautiful. It had such great light. I think that's it for work goals. I don't think it's anything really exciting. We'll move on, but I've been able to pretty much achieve most that I've set out for in September. It was a very good month. Okay, so let's go into my spiritual goals. So one was to journal more often. I have consistently been journaling, but some journal entries, you know, I can lapse 4 to 5 days before going back to it. And recently I've really leaned into it, and I have been journaling either every day or every other day. Journaling saved my life. And this is my current journal, and I'm almost out of pages, and it's just October. So yeah, and what I've done also is like started to get a little creative. I just feel like I'm coming alive in a way. This year has been such an incredible year. These last few weeks have been amazing. So even just doing little things like this, just, I don't know, it like brings life to my life. Resting unapologetically, yes. Okay, yesterday was a full day of rest. I did nothing. I sat on my sofa and I took naps and I played with my cats and I watched Netflix, and I did not feel guilty about it at all. Amazing. That is something that is new in my life. I've always felt like I have to be doing something in order to feel worthy or feel valuable or productive. And I'm definitely moving into a space where I could just be. And the last thing is communicate boundaries. I am getting so much better at this. Now, there's still some internal dialogue that happens, but I'm definitely getting a lot better at communicating boundaries. Let's go into the highlights for the October goals. So the first is to walk 8,000 to 10,000 steps 4 to 5 days a week, which seems like a lot, but actually I do a lot of walking around campus at work, so that actually is a doable goal. I want to enroll in a botany course on Coursera, the free online learning platform. And I want to take a botany class. I want to continue to practice unapologetic flexibility, which is, even though I have a very regimented, set routine, I want to allow space for days that I don't want to wake up at 5:30. Maybe I want to sleep until 6:30, allow myself to feel how I feel and validate that and honor that. So that's a big one for me that I think that I will definitely continue to grow in my awareness of and lean into more. Another thing that I want to do in October is I want to review my finances for 2022 because I want to try a low buy year in 2023. And I think the way to do that is to understand my spending habits, set myself up for success for my low buy year. So that's good. In terms of spirituality, I definitely want to have more moments of doing nothing. So more moments like yesterday, because I feel when I do rest, I am much more creative and I'm clearer on what I want to do, like a video like this. And more moments of presence and gratitude, which is something that has brought so much joy and peace, even in moments where I feel very challenged. I feel very aware of all that my life has. I don't focus so much on what I don't have or the things that I lack, but I lean more into everything that my life has currently. Because if I cannot feel grateful for what I have right now in this moment, I will never be happy, even if I get to acquire all the other things that I want in my life. It just won't happen. You have to be able to feel very grateful for everything that you currently have, so that when you add more things into your life, that gratitude, that awareness just multiplies. That's just the way that I want to live. And that is it for my October goals. I have a few more here and maybe you might find them useful, but they're like little things like plant care, and ones that I shared with you are the most important ones that I want to lean into. I'm going to end it here. Take a sip of my pumpkin spice chai. Pet my cat.